All right, let's get right into it. The stage is set for what is, without a doubt, a dream final for the Africa Cup of Nations. You've got the host nation, Morocco, who have been waiting 50 long years for this moment, going up against the reigning champs, Senegal, a team that's basically perfected the art of winning. Seriously, this isn't just another game, it's a clash of titans, a story of legacy versus dynasty.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The Senegalese legend himself, El Hadji Diouf, a guy who actually played in that iconic 2002 final, has said this is the strongest final matchup in more than 20 years. That tells you everything you need to know about the sheer quality we're about to witness. The whole continent is on the edge of its seat for this one.
The story behind this final is just incredible. For Morocco, the Atlas Lions, this is everything. It's about ending that half-century of waiting, doing it on home soil, and really proving their amazing World Cup run was just the beginning. But then you have Senegal, the Lions of Teranga. For them, this is about cementing a dynasty. This is their third final in the last 4 tournaments. They are the masters of the big game, and you better believe they're not giving up their crown without a fight.
So how did these two giants make it all the way here? Well, it all starts with defense. Both of these teams have built their entire tournament run on a foundation of being almost impossible to score against. They're like impenetrable fortresses. Let's dig into the numbers, because they're pretty mind-blowing.
And this right here just says it all. Morocco has let in 1 single goal in the entire tournament. 1. They've kept 5 clean sheets. That is just staggering. Now, Senegal is right there with them, only conceding 2 goals. But here's the kicker. They've also scored in every single match they've played. That balance of a rock-solid defense and a consistent attack is what makes them so incredibly tough to beat. Now, if we look at Morocco's journey, you can see how this played out. They cruised through the group stage, handled business in the round of 16 and the quarterfinals with clean sheets, and then they showed their heart. Against Nigeria in the semifinal, they had to dig deep, go 120 minutes, and win a nail-biting penalty shootout. They proved they can not only dominate you, but they can outlast you when it gets tough. Senegal's path, well, it's been a masterclass in just knowing how to win. They were scoring for fun in the group stage, but once the knockout started, they locked it down. Those crucial 1-0 wins against Mali and Egypt, that's championship DNA right there. They know exactly how to manage a game when the pressure is cranked all the way up. But look, don't let all this talk about defense fool you. These teams are not just sitting back. In fact, it's their incredible defensive structure that gives their world-class attackers the freedom to go and win the game. And believe me, this final features 2 of the most dangerous offenses in all of Africa. And this chart just shatters any myth that these are boring defensive teams. Just look at this. Senegal has taken the most shots of any team in the tournament, with 94. And who's right behind them? Morocco, with 87. These teams are aggressive, they're constantly creating chances, and they are always looking to attack. And all that firepower is spearheaded by 2 incredible attacking duos. For Morocco, you've got Brahim Diaz and Ayoub El-Kaabi, who have been absolutely on fire, combining for a ridiculous 8 goals. And for Senegal, it's that legendary partnership of Sadio Mane and Nicolas Jackson. Jackson puts defenses under so much pressure, which creates space for the main man, Mane, who's been the creative genius with 2 goals and 3 massive assists. Which, of course, brings us to the main event, the individual showdown that everyone is talking about, the battle that could very well decide who lifts that trophy. It's a clash of 2 of the continent's absolute biggest superstars, Brahim Diaz versus Sadio Mane. Brahim Diaz has been, and I don't think this is an exaggeration, the star of the tournament. What he's done is literally historic. He is the first player in 57 years to score in 5 straight games at a single AFCON. He is on another level right now. He's the guy who can produce that one moment of magic that Morocco will be looking for. And then, on the other side, you've got the ultimate playmaker, Sadio Mane. Get this, he's created 18 chances in this tournament. That's the most by any player from open play since they started keeping these records back in 2010. He is the heartbeat of the Senegal team, the one they look to when they need to unlock a defense in the tightest of moments. And for both of these guys, there's a little extra personal history on the line. Brahim Diaz is so close to becoming the first Moroccan player ever to be the top scorer at an AFCON. Meanwhile, Sadio Mane just keeps climbing the all-time charts, already sitting as the 9th top scorer in the competition's entire history. This final is a chance for both of them to carve their name into the history books forever. Okay, so we've got all this incredible talent on the pitch. So where is this game actually going to be won or lost? Well, it's going to come down to the tactical chess match between the managers and some pretty big team selection problems for both sides.
And this is a really big deal. Morocco is already dealing with injuries to key guys like Rahman Saiss and Azzedine Ounahi. But the massive story here is Senegal. They will be without their captain, their leader at the back, Kalidou Koulibaly, because of a suspension. And they're also missing their workhorse midfielder, Habib Diarra. Those are two gigantic holes to fill in a final.
So all of that sets up three key areas where this final will be decided. First up, the war on the flanks. Morocco's right side, with Hakimi and Diaz, is their engine room. The question is, can Senegal's makeshift left flank handle that constant pressure? Second, it's all about the midfield. Who's going to win those second balls? With Diarra out, Senegal is missing a key piece. Whichever team controls the middle of the park can control the game. And finally, you've got the psychological pressure. You've got Morocco's insane home crowd versus Senegal's championship experience. Who's going to handle the moment better? Man, this final is on a razor's edge. You've got the hosts with all the momentum in the world against the champions who just know how to win. So who's it going to be? Who's lifting that trophy? Let's see what the data says.
According to the Opta AI supercomputer, Morocco has a slight edge, probably because of that home advantage and Senegal missing key players. It gives them a 46% chance of winning. But just look at how close this is. Senegal is at 35%, and there's almost a 1 in 5 chance this whole thing goes to extra time or penalties. It is truly anybody's game.
And really, that's what it all boils down to, right? In a final this tight between two near-perfect defenses and two explosive attacks, what's going to be the difference maker? Is it going to be the tactical game plan that gets one of them over the line, or will it all come down to one single unforgettable moment of genius from a superstar like Diaz or Mane? I can't wait to find out.